can get away with it. 'Cause you make me love my imperfections, answer all my questions.
Apologies on that one, guys. I accidentally threw the wrong scene up there. Regardless, it is the knife round went the way of PSI Storm, and they actually opted to stay on the T side. So we're getting in here on the pistol round. We'll see how that decision impacts the plays right out the gate. Bit of mid-lane action so far. Wet Willy and Stormy getting into it. Stormy with a couple of nice taps. Finds two. Ethex as well towards mid, finding a lot of action. But the bomb is actually going to be swinging out towards that B site before it is taken down by Ethex, who doubles up on the round here. Bomb drop towards that B site, and it's all on to Zeep here to come up clutch. 1 versus 3. Does have that Kevlar afforded to him, but gonna have to find a lot of nice headshots here. That's one hell of a start, but Ethex does shut down Z before he can really get going, and Zomblers will comfortably take that pistol round. And keep in mind, always in the back of everybody's mind here, is the PSI Storm opted to stay on the T side despite winning the knife round. So how different could this game already look out the gate? Well, regardless, Zomblers, they'll pick up the pistol round. They'll end up on a couple MP9s, couple A4s as well. And PSI Storm with no bomb plant, not opting to force whatsoever. They're going to go towards the pistols and into locks. Spray down from mid. 1, 2, make it a third. Stylish tap from lock to triple up. And that'll shut down anything these CTs want to get done. Or T's want to get done, excuse me. As Evan is even locked out from underpass. And wow, look at that. Ethex picks up the kill easily. So if you want a blueprint on how to anti-eco, that's probably the best example you're going to get from a Mirage team. Zomblers cruising on early. But with that full save, PSI Storm will be able to buy back into this one. Couple of Galils, some good util as well. But Zomblers have looked pretty flawless so far out the gate. Certainly if you're on that CT side, you want to come out of a half ahead. They've done a pretty good job. The main ticket I want to watch, we have two teams that have played a lot of Mirage in their day, and oh my god, T's finally igniting here. Scorpan does find one towards those BFs, but Stormy is there for the trade. But look how open mid is. Locked out of everywhere except Snipers is able to find Wet Willy. And now he's going to press the issue here. A site completely open. And that's going to allow Yuri all the way up. A trade from CT as well. But no kills coming across. Stormy down to 10 HP as well. But look at Lock on the swing. Make it a double. Combining with Stormy, they have 17 HP between the two of them, and it does not matter. They both survive and will be able to stick the defuse, so a chaotic round. Bunch of site switching. Zomblers stay perfect. And Locke is really starting to roll on this one, along with Stormy. The two guys really stepping up so far. They're combined 9-0-1 through 3 rounds. It's always nice to see from a team that is had a middling season to advance so far. Zomblers 5-6, looking to get back to that 500 mark. PSI Storm with the bomb plant though, and nearing full loss bonus, will be able to buy back in this, and we're gonna get more action towards mid. I feel like this might be the entirety of the CT side, and look at Cajun calling for the mid push. Locked there for the trade. You're able to get one. That'll always benefit those T's. And the rest of PSI Storm waits in the wings of apps. Ethex has a bit of an idea of what's coming now. Playing that anchor, flurry of flashes, daring to jump up onto that van, trying to play around that one-way smoke. The spray won't find him. Spots out one, but he's shot in the back. Locked out for the trade, coming in from market on the swing, doubles up, picks up another AK, and it's all down to Wet Willy surrounded. The HE grenade won't take it, but Lock once again stepping up, and Stormy to find the final kill once more. That's a pretty good blueprint for success, and success has been everything so far for Zomblers as they keep it perfect. 4-0 out the gate. PSI Storm struggling to find any sort of answer. And with that, Tac Paw is going to come out, likely from those T's, as they try to figure out what the hell they can do with the money. because it is not in a great place. It's kind of in limbo. You know, like Zeep and Scorpan are kind of sitting around those numbers where you can argue you maybe want to force up here, play around with the Galil, a couple AKs and some Tech 9s, but it seems like PSI Storm, as the pause drops, are going to opt to just play a pistol round here, try to make some magic with headshots, maybe get a bomb plan, just reset the money to a better stature. And on such a puggy map like, pub style map like Mirage, they'll gear up for the classic A smokes, but Zomblers are continuing this set of just rushing out mid and getting as much intel as they can. Fluky already ran all the way up mid and cleared it, so they have to know this is going to be a traditional hit, and here it comes. The smoke's dropped. Evan already running through sight, though. Finds Cajun. Fluky, though, on top of the stairs there for the trade. Lock with the AWP is going to try and swing around from this the CT side, but it's smoked off, and the bomb will go down safely. PSI Storm are up a man and up an M4 as well. And look at this. Zeep finds the flank onto Stormy. It's all collapsing. It's going to have to be the CT push from Ethex and Locke. The duo on the retake and jumping up on Ticket is not good. Locke drops already. Ethex spotted out and will be taken out. So PSI Storm clap back on the eco to find their first round of the match. And there's just something about those Tech 9 rushes. They sometimes feels like there's magic in the air. So you land that first headshot, and you really feel the power of those smoke executes onto Mirage. Zomblers, they afforded so much pressure towards mid that they couldn't counter the utility PSI Storm dropped towards the A side of the map. But now we're back in action, and Locke trying to set up in different spots every time with that AWP. Doesn't spot anything out towards mid, though. A lot of onus now on this cat play. A lot of PSI Storm working towards underpass as well. Scorpan trying to throw a bit of a fake, bring some pressure towards that app's position. But look at Fluky, finds the first one towards mid, doubles up for a second. Chaos all over the map. Somehow Yuri hits all the way up arch side, but Stormy finds him and now gets dropped by Scorpan. And in the blink of an eye, the IGL Gaijin is the only one left in a 1-on-2, and he doesn't even have a firearm. Will be able to pick up that op of Locke, and wow, fancy footwork. Gaijin showing off the parkour, and he lands the shot, drops Zeep on the cross, and that's the bomb as well. The leader for Zomblers in the first big clutch spot. Can he find this shot? Spot Scorpan off towards that bench. Flash gets him across, though. Able to recover that bomb. And Cajun's going to back off and reposition here as the bomb goes down. Scorpan flashing to readjust as Cajun comes up from that market side. Scorpan hasn't really readjusted yet. Still in that bench position. Oh, but Cajun misses the shot. Scorpan turns at just the right time, and the shot rings wide. And PSI Storm find a second by the thinnest of margins. That looked like one of those shots where you're just... I'm bewildered that didn't land. It looked like he had his sights set on Scorpan, but the bullet didn't ring. And now Zomblers are forced to take attack pause here as that CT economy is ever punishing. They are bare bones in the money department. This might be forced buy here and double save territory potentially with the way loss bonuses are going. That's going to be a decision up to Cajun, the veteran leader on this team. 3, 4, and 5, by the way. A lot of assists. His ADR's got to be pretty high, despite the negative KD. Locke and Stormy, though, seem to be the two-pronged attack so far in the KD department for Zomblers still. 8 and 3 and 6 and 2 between the two of them, but they're going to have to get kills done with very, very inferior firepower, and you can already see Locke is really playing the gambling game in CS with that Zeus. Trying to play close to short A. The PSI Storm are going to slow the pace back down here. A real conservative default look. Anticipating some sort of aggression. They won't find it just yet. And oh boy, Locke might have himself a Zeus kill. Cajun also in the right position. If you can line these, if they can find these 2 kills, this round completely teeters. Evan able to find 1 Scorpion. There's Cajun though for the trade. So they get 1. Can Fluky find the headshot? Nope. Scorpion gets a 2nd and spots out the head of Cajun. Scorpion clutching up the last gun round and coming alive in droves on the anti-eco. In the blink of an eye, it's all down to Ethex, and he'll be cut down by Yuri. PSI Storm right back into the game early. On the verge of letting Zomblers really run away with it. But now we've got a 1-round game. Zomblers, despite the bare bones money, we're actually able to muster up a buy. Pretty good one as if. And PSI Storm, Wet Willie, the big sniper for the Storm, picks up the big green here. Locke still back for this mid aggression. Playing a little more passively. A flurry of flashes coming over. 4 or 5 of them had to have popped mid, but Locke is not deterred whatsoever. Still going to hold mid towards that close angle action, and it's still a very heavy mid onus. These anchor plays towards A and B site. And Cajun has to play completely back. The smoke's already dropped, but Cajun almost finds one through the smoke and Will's Scorpion drops. Bomb gonna go down, but how much will it cost PSI Storm? Zeep on the lurk will find Stormy, and Wet Willie finds Cajun through the ticket booth as well. Bomb down. The Zomblers have to worry about that flank as well. Trying to stream out from that catwalk position. Evan to swing from Palace, finds one. Locked there for the trade though. Jumping up, cut down by Wet Willie, and it's all down to Ethix. 1 versus 3. Finds the Opera, but can't find any more. And PSI Storm, not as even at 4. That A hit seems to be the bread and butter for PSI on this T side, because Zomblers are continuously leaving just Cajun really there to play it with this heavy mid onus. You got one guy pushing up mid with Locke, somebody backing up from snipers, and the cat presence to watch underpass. If you're going to play that way, you're really putting a lot of pressure on those anchors to step up. And it hasn't worked out so far. Now back onto this eco, or the deco as many people like to name it. Hasn't worked out so far. PSI Stormer back to working the mid angle as well. And Scorpion, oh, vicious kill onto Locke. And PSI have their eyes set on what I assume is an A play, but Scorpion is just fragging at an unbelievable rate. Picks up a third of the round. Cajun will finally drop him off, and it feels like just a bloodbath towards mid. Cajun trying to get the hell out of Sniper's will, but he's cut down through the smoke regardless. It's all down to Ethix once more. That B anchor has seen very little action since the first couple of rounds of the game. And now just hoping to pick up a couple exits, and he won't find it. Yuri doubles up, and PSI Storm are rolling. Not only in rounds, but in money as well. They're going to be able to buy comfortably for a while if they continue to win rounds, and still be able to muster up a couple of full buys if they drop a couple here. So all the pressure now on Zomblers to cut down this rampant run from PSI Storm. And they'll put Locke back on that AWP. They're going to give up a lot more mid pressure, stacking 2 solid players towards B site, and it looks like that might have been the answer, because Fluky picks off Yuri with ease through that con smoke, but the B action coming out quickly. Ethix already drops. There's a nice flick from Wet Willie, and all the trades are going PSI's way. The site is theirs in an instant. Bomb going down, and Locke and Fluky left to pick up the pieces. And they have to worry about Zeep's flank. Look at your map there, coming through the sniper's nest. Locke's gonna have to go quickly, but he finds the shot onto Wet Willie. How much time before Zeep activates? He finds the first kill, and Fluky is now trapped. He has to push forward, spots out the barrel from Evan. He knows it's a flank from Zeep here. Bomb isn't planted for him, and he'll stick it. Pros don't fake, but the molly pushes him off, and Zeep finds the clutch. Big time molly in a big time round once more. PSI Storm 6 in a row. There hasn't been a lot of big-time 1v1 clutch-oriented scenarios, but the couple we've had, PSI Storm have come out on top. It's the big reason why they're out to such a marginal lead and in a good spot to make it 3. Another deco coming out here for Zomblers. And they'll have to find some magic with the pistols, and so far not going well. Cajun cut down, trying to push Palace. Lock on top of the center blocks. Ooh, he had the headshot angle, but he let him run by. There's a retreat, though. Retribution for Lock. And Zeep is left packing up for this round. Problem is, the A site is all PSI Storm. There's another good headshot, though, from Ethex. He does pick up the AK as well. It's even footing 3-on-3 here. They might not have the sight, but Zomblers are making it interesting. Ethex from CT spawn drops Evan, and there's Lock as well. These stolen AKs are coming up huge. Scorpan's gonna have to come up clutch, and he picks up 2 trade kills in an instant. It's down to another 1-on-1, but he's looking the wrong way, and Zomblers are gonna steal one right back to stop the bleeding. And who else but the new guy on the block, Ethex, to find the 3K. Couldn't have come at a better time. Both of these teams now have found an eco win against each other. We're once again neck and neck down the stretch here in the first half. Full buys coming out still from PSI Storm. We talked about how much money they were holding. Pressure still in Zomblers' hands here. They've been teetering around. Full saves off these buys. And they can't keep trading rounds, especially on that Mirage CT side. Back to this coveted A hit, but Lock is ready this time. The AWP in hand. Finds one. Gets a second tag onto Yuri's. He trades out Cajun. And Fluky is also cut, trying to go through that smoke. Ethex quickly on the rotate, trying to get up and across. Stormy will find the lurk kill. It's down to a 3-on-3. The PSI Storm want nothing to do with that A site. They waited too long. They're worried about the full rotates, and they send Wet Willie all the way through towards mid here. Still a minute on the clock as that pacing slows back down, and Wet Willie, oh, did he spot Stormy going towards underpass? I think he has an idea exactly what Zomblers are thinking. This is an ingenious plan, and Yuri finds the only player on A site. Ethex drops, and Wet Willie is just going to walk his way onto site. Stormy's strategy is cut down. He's going to find absolutely nothing towards B-Apps. And look who's still roaming on that CT spawn. Lock has that Palace angle. PSI Storm, they're indecisive. Now they're going to finally commit to this A plant. Lock's going to have to come up huge before this flank comes across. Lands the first shot. But Wet Willie's going to shoot him in the back for free. It's all down to Stormy. 9 seconds on the clock. They're sticking the plant, but he finds the kill, and it's traded by Wet Willie. What a spin there. If that bomb doesn't go down, it's Zomblers' round, but Wet Willie predicting the flank comes up huge. And PSI Storm knocks Zomblers back in economic hell as they increase their lead back to 2. Just seems like every time there's a high variance round, a big clutch up round, almost every single one of them have gone PSI's way. The one that Zomblers really found in a real narrow scenario was with this deco. And Lock won't be able to find anything once more. Yuri faces through the smoke towards victory here, and it's looking like a B-Rap coming across. Stormy came up just short in the last round, looking to make something happen with this deagle. Been pretty on point so far this match. So is Fluky with that deagle as he finds Yuri through the box. And hello, Fluky! What the hell was that? All headshots, and he finds 3. Finally dropped, but Stormy's there for the trade. All of a sudden, it's Zeep in a 1-on-2. Finds the first, but can't find the second. Deja Vu strikes, and Zomblers steal another round away with these deagles. I mean, at this point, why even buy rifles? They're just finding all their rounds on these deco plays. I wish Observer had picked up Fluky's angle there because it seemed like he got 3 kills in 3 seconds there. And now PSI Storm are going to pull themselves back, take a pause as their money isn't even that great. But really, though, full bought in with an op already, so have to expect some sort of force play, and it finally will come across. Keep in mind, this is round 14, so nobody's saving the next round regardless how this thing goes. But what a neck-and-neck affair we've had so far tonight. Back and forth. No team has really led by more than 4. That was Zomblers in the first 4 rounds. Since then, it's been nothing but 2 or 1 round leads for both sides. It all comes to a head in round 14. Locke, that's just gross. Willie had the angle, but Locke was quicker on the draw and bests that AWP battle early. And now PSI Storm are going to slow their roll here. Their op is down towards mid. Looked like they wanted to gear up for a fast action A play, but some late smokes to deter them here. Zomblers are going to reinforce this A defense. Still a lot of time on the clock for PSI Storm to play with. And it looks like they're eyeing some sort of retreat here. Trying to spread back out. Still have that palace control, but if they want to cross, Locke has his scope trained. Worried about that connector play, though. You can see him going back and forth between those angles. This could be a real big timing scenario here. As Fluky also repositions in that shadow area. Such a high intensity angle to play on the A site. And finally, the smokes will drop. This is looking more and more like an A hit. They have their mid flank, but Locke is lurking around. And he won't clear a mid just yet. The hit going to come out, though. Cajun and Fluky combined for 2 out the gate. It's all lining up, but Yuri with the stolen op gets 1. But it's Fluky on the lockdown with Cajun. And once again, all down to Zeep. 10 seconds on the clock. He's not even going to give me a plant off if he wants. Cajun's just toying with his food here, but jumping around and will finally pop out. The veteran having some fun, and Zomblers tying us back up at 7 apiece, and it couldn't have come at a better time. PSI Storm are broke once more, and they'll have to force up because it is round 15. Couple of the big rounds PSI Storm were able to take off the board were because they had so much success on those A hits. The Zomblers have already made an adjustment to cover that side of the map, and comes up clutch and tying this thing back up 7 apiece. PSI Storm on the Tech 9s. Looks like they want to play around with an Apps Rush, but actually slow the space back down. Fluky, though, trying for the tight angle, finds 1. Dangerous angle against those deagles, but he finds the first kill onto Yuri, and look at Locke. Oh, the smokes drop. He's got this cross angle. He lets the first one across, but does find the kill. Stormy and Locke are locking down the B side all on their own. Nobody getting through when Locke is locking down the B side like that, and Fluky stomps off a flawless way to end the half. Zomblers go into the break with a 1-round lead. But how comfortable of a lead is that with what we've seen from the match already and the fact that they're going to have to get it done on the T side of Mirage? If you're joining late here, interesting little decision making coming from PSI Storm. They actually won the knife round, but decided to stay on the T side for their first half. So how much does that play into this? Because they certainly had what many would call a good T half. Being down 7-8 is very good. And now it's got to feel like the pressure is on Zomblers, because maybe they don't prefer the T side, especially in the second half of regardless, the facts, speculation could go on for days. matter of the facts is PSI Storm and Zomblers have both played Mirage 5 times apiece this season so far. 4 times apiece this season. 8 matches of Mirage between the two squads. So if there's any team that's going to feel comfortable on either side of Mirage, CT&T, it's going to be PSI Storm and Zomblers, arguably. But the facts remain that statistically, Mirage is still a CT-sided map. It looks like we'll get a bit of an extended halftime still, as I'm assuming some players are taking time to stretch and use the bathroom. Keep in mind as well, for anybody joining us late, these two squads, similar record. PSI Storm 6-6 as the advanced season winds down. And Zomblers are 5-6, so both these squads very much looking like they'll just be staying in advanced after season 45 as the second half does go live. Pretty important pistol round. Zomblers comfortably handled the last one on their CT side, helped them get out to a 4-0 run. Certainly would like that blueprint to repeat. And now we're going to get a real good idea of what the mind of Cajun is thinking. The IGL for the Zomblers squad. What strategies are in tote for this T side against a team that they have to know is very comfortable on a map like Mirage. No sort of cheeky rushes out the gate. And look like are gearing up for a delayed T push here towards A. But look at this. There's 2 in that shadow position from PSI Storm. They've got to clear this and clear it faster. Things could go haywire. Evan finds the first kill. Make it a double. Will finally be cut down. Good headshot there from Stormy, but the sight still isn't theirs yet. And the rotates are coming out quickly. Scorpan clearing out mid. Will finally rotate over, but Cajun's already dropped his teammate in Zeep. There's a nice headshot though. But Ethex drops his teammate. And it's all down to Scorpan. 1 versus 2. The bomb already down. He's come up clutch earlier in this match. And he'll have to do it again. Interesting decision from Zomblers, firing their clocks and letting him know they're in CT spawn. Can he force these 1v1s? It looks like Ethex and company are just going to play mind games. But there's no brain left in Scorpan's dome. Because Ethex shot it right off. Gearing up for some sort of momentous 1v2, and Ethex just cuts him down in an instant. Zomblers take the second pistol. And what a big one to get as well. What a big round to get is on top of the fact that that was a PSI Storm ace stack. They put 2 people in shadow and 1 towards CT, and it did not matter. Zomblers came out on top. And now we're going to go back to that fast action with those MAC-10s. They have 1 goal in mind, and it's wrapping towards that B site. And lucky for them, PSI Storm have completely stacked the A site. And Ethex might find that out the hard way as he sneaks his way up towards Palace. Locke, I don't think he's let go of the W key, if anyone was curious. He's completely ran through the site and will finally find an enemy. Yuri on the rotate. And now the bloodbath might begin. Scorpan desperately trying to recover that MAC-10. Won't be able to find it. And Fluky is just farming kills with that MAC-10 as well. And all alone is Evan now. The trusty Zeus. Is he going to get a shot at this? I don't know. I think they have an idea he's in it. And oh, he almost had the angle, but Fluky's there. 3K on the round, and no better guy to find the 3K considering he's holding the MAC-10, the money farmer. Pretty clean round from Zomblers as they look to repeat exactly what they did in the to kick off this game. Went out 4-0 the first 4 rounds of the game. And what a boost would that be on the T side if they could do it once more. Problem is, PSI Storm are back on the buy now. A1's in hand. Famas as well. And now we'll really get to see what both these teams like to do on their respective sides on Mirage. Zomblers leaning heavily towards one side of the map on most of their T rounds so far. And no real onus on mid. Cajun's going to play that IGL lurk role, which is really interesting because the B hit's already coming out. Yuri and Scorpan are doing everything on their own, and the attack collapses in an instant. Locke, the only one left. Dinked Stormy as well. The two heavy hitters for Zomblers gonna have to come up with 4 more kills if they want to shot this, and they're already cut down pretty low. Stormy gonna go for the safe plant to try and get some money, and he will get the bomb down. Finds a nice kill into Wet Willie. Yuri can't find the spray. Oh my god! The retake collapses. Locke and Stormy, can they do it? Zeke, the only one left. The spray through doesn't come across. They're both so low. Reload's coming across. He knows he's behind the bench. Can he spray him through the wall? Oh my god! They're both at a sliver of HP. Zeep sees him cross and finds the clutch kill. Locke and Stormy had no business making it that close, but Zeep, with 4 HP to his name, will find the round. My god. Just when you think Zomblers are out of a round, they pull you right back in. But Zeep comes out clutch in the end. It's another close round where Zomblers don't come out on top. It's been about 4 of those now in this match. And the bright side is you've lost 4 of those big 1v1s, but you're still up 10-8. Really feels like they're still in the driver's seat here. And with that bomb plant, they are able to salvage a buyback. So no saving just yet, but a lot of pressure from Fluky towards mid. Chunked down pretty low, but not dead just yet. Gotta think he's playing some sort of distraction, but what kind of distraction is he if he's getting kills? Nice headshot, but there is a trade coming across from Wet Willie. A lot of noise created. What can Zomblers do with it? They're going to walk their way out and get a free kill onto Evan. I don't think he expected Stormy to run right through Halls, like that. And now the A hit's going to come across. Wet Willie desperately trying to rotate over, but his teammates are dropping like flies. A myriad of Molotovs, and Locke through the fire and flames finds a nice headshot. It's all down to Wet Willie. And who but else? Stormy to find the kill, find the 3K. Zomblers answer right back to reach an 11th. And what a match here from Stormy alongside Locke. Both of them top in the kill department in this match so far. Fluky's certainly pulling his weight as well, and Cajun maybe 10 and 14, but he's got 8 assists, so keep it up in that ADR department. It's a good recipe for a victory, but they've got 5 more rounds to find, and this might be an easier one compared to the rest of the 5. Full save from PSI Storm, as they're learning painfully how bad CT economy can be. Oh, Cajun went back just to get the bomb, and he might have decided to play a little bit of whack-a-mole, knocking down the head of Scorpan, but we'll actually just rotate back out. Zomblers maybe recognizing the save or trying to slow down their play. Ethics, though, is able to find Scorpan. Evan, once again, man, he's trying to find that desperate Zeus kill. We'll see if he gets another shot. I think Cajun just spotted him going towards short, though. He's going to play that same angle. I don't know if he's going to find anything. Yuri also trying to get cheeky on top of the trash can. And, oh, Evan did find the Zeus kill. How about that? What's his reward? Getting chopped down by Ethex. So he finds the only kill as Zomblers move up to a 4-round lead, comfortably in control. And the pressure really on PSI Storm. They've come up with a ton of huge clutch moments, individual standout rounds, but they don't matter right now. Down 4 and spending every last dollar to get a full buy in here. They can't win this one. The alarm bells are really going to start ringing. The biggest gun round of the game so far. They're going to put a lot of pressure back on mid, but Fluky has performed well there. This time, though, was cut down by Yuri. Zomblers going to go fast action onto this A site, but the rotates have already come across. When do the fireworks kick off? Locke doesn't clear that shadow position. He pays for it. Wet Willie as well, finding Stormy. Finally, PSI Storm activate. It's behind the scope of Wet Willie on that AWP. In the blink of an eye, it's all down to the leader. Zomblers. Cajun. Does he have it in him? 1 versus 5. And just praying somebody walks into his angle. Slowly working his way out. Oh, this has got to be horrifying. He has no idea who's waiting for him on the other side. Spots one, and yep, there's Zeep to stomp it out. A huge round for PSI Storm. They could not afford to lose that one. And it'll keep them alive in a match that's been neck and neck throughout. Starting to see shades of that first half. This is very much a game of runs, and the runs we saw from the first half starting to mirror into the second, especially if PSI Storm can go on a run. They find this round. It's going to be a save from Zomblers. And Zeep. Ooh, I thought he was going to push to tops mid, smell blood in the water, but we'll just back up. Because now PSI Storm, they're still going to heavily cover mid, but in more defensive positions. Zomblers a lot more spread out here. But so far, the B play. Look at Scorpion pushed all the way up apps. And finds Stormy of all people. It's a huge kill to find. Measured aggression paying off for PSI Storm. And what's the answer from Zomblers? They're trying to sneak their way into better angles here. Fluky all the way up towards Chetris, daring the swing, excuse me, and Evan finds the punish. So there's one back for Zomblers. Oh. Locke trying to shoot down the cross coming from Yuri, but doesn't find it. 50 seconds on the clock. Plenty of time for Zomblers to reassess. They might decide to play through their leader here. Occasion working his way all the way up towards apps. And look at the rotates as well. PSI Storm has really come off this B site. All that's left is Scorpan in that arch position, and he needs to come up huge, but Locke already cuts down Yuri. Trying to play from that get right position. Nobody crossed yet, but Zomblers are finding all the kills. There is one, but he can't find any more. And in the blink of an eye, Zomblers, they find a 13th. What a huge round to find. Because PSI Storm's money is not good enough to compete like this. Man, I've rarely seen a round where a team doesn't have to drop out of apps to find the CT kills. Everybody just swinging into the angles for Zomblers. And by the time it was down and time for them to cross Scorpan's scope, there were too many of them for him to cut down alone. Big decision time for PSI Storm, and you can see they're going to force up. They're not willing to give a 14th over to Zomblers. They want to stay in the fight. But if they drop this round, I'm afraid of what the buy is. Coming up next. But that's a lot of ifs. It's time to figure out if they can do it on their own here. And Zomblers look like they might gear up here for some sort of fast take towards apps. No, they'll slow back down. They love stacking one side of the map, though. Maybe wanting to see if Scorpan will go back for that apps push. Ooh. Had to have spotted Locke on the jump there. How many rotates can they pull here? Locke committing a lot of util, trying to lead out with this AWP. But won't bite on the push just yet. The rest of Zomblers trying to get some mid-aggression going. Fluky thinking about that boost. Yuri waiting for it. Has the angle. Can he find the kill, though? No! Fluky wins the duel. How much of the mid area can that open up? Wet Willie says not very much. Finds Cajun. The rest of Zomblers trying to rotate back towards A as Fluky continues to come up huge. Another kill around Sniper's Nest. But there's still two members of PSI Storm towards this A side. Zeep, though, maybe worried about a B rotate. Comes back towards the CT side, and Locke is going to lead out once more this AWP. How much damage can Evan get done here? Only one on that A site. Playing from Firebox. They're not going to clear him just yet. They're not even going to engage him. They're going to plant for Khan. Zeep already cut down. Evan going to have to swing out sometime. Finally spotted from Firebox. And Ethix says, hell no. Doubles up on the entry. 2 huge kills. And now Scorpan, he has to save. What a play from Fluky and Ethix. It took almost all their HP. But they found the kills and they found the site. Zomblers is going to grab a 14th here. And they might decide to hunt. They have an idea how bad the money is for PSI Storm. They don't want to let anybody save a single rifle. And who else but Ethex hunting that 3K. Scorpion, this has got to be a big sweat hearing all these footsteps around him. Ethex, will he finally swing? Oh, Scorpion bests him, so he's able to save the rifle. But now it is getting dire for PSI Storm. You can see the money right now. Nobody above 3,000. Got to think that they're just going to have to forfeit regulation at this point. Unless Scorpion has something in the tank that is absolutely mind-bending. Zomblers in a great spot here to force match point. But look at this. The hero rifle. Scorpion finds the first kill. Lock. Ooh. So close to finding a trade. But Wet Willie, the double dink. The short A push comes up huge. Stormy and Ethex, though, will trade out. The CT's hunting for rifles. But the damage has been done. And Scorpion is still alive and kicking with a full HP bar. Zomblers looking to pick up the pieces. They could slow the pace back down. And they will. 1:10 on the clock. And none of those PSI Storm members with pistols are going to be able to recover those rifles. Too worried about getting cut down, going for it. Yuri, wow, that had been from 1,000 feet out. Fluky finds that kill. Oh, and he finds Scorpion as well. My God, Fluky does it all on his own, and the Observer doesn't want us to see any of it. But at the end of the day, Zomblers match point. Fluky with back-to-back insane rounds, and all of a sudden, he's the hot man on the server. 25 and 17. You know a team's going well when individual members can hand off, metaphorically, the big boy duties. Early on, it was Locke and Stormy on that CT side, coming up with big rounds, the 3Ks, the 4Ks. Stringing kills together round after round. Now, it's the Fluky show. And he hasn't been a single fluke round out of him so far. PSI Storm, a desperation, tack pause. They're going to muster a full buyout, but money isn't going to matter anymore. They've got to be perfect in regulation, or Zomblers are going to take this one home. And here we go. How much fight is left in PSI Storm? Because Fluky certainly wants to go home early the way he's played these last couple of rounds. Another delayed mid-push. Keep an eye on that AWP. Wet Willie has played a multitude of different spots. And, oh! Caster Curse, he's cut down trying to push mid. What an aggressive call that is punished with ease. Locke getting a basic freebie, and now he's all the way up cat. Do they expect him here? No, they don't, and Scorpion can't find the kill either. It's all going Zomblers' way. Ethex onto the A site. Finds one, making a double for the youngster on the roster. Coming up huge. It's all collapsing. Zeep has to come up with a 1v5 clutch. An impossible task. Zomblers have all but done it. There's the first kill, though. Zeep gets one for free, but Locke coming around finds the final kill. Zomblers take this one 16-9. What a match. It was back and forth throughout the entire first half. It's hard to think that this game was 8-7 at halftime, but a huge second half performance from Zomblers, especially shout out Fluky, who finishes 25 and 18 high on the server. But it seems like everybody stepped up, and it's got to feel nice to see the new guy on the roster, Ethex, come up with that huge 3K to end it. He had some big-time spots as well, and that's got to bode well for Zomblers regardless what their record has been in advance so far this season. It's been an absolute pleasure taking you through the match tonight. I have been Slayer. Special shout-out to LCABroadcasting for allowing me to come on here and cast CS. The passion of mine as always. Make sure to stay locked to the Zomblers Twitch and the Twitter to see next time when the next match is coming, because they've got a couple more winding down this advanced season in Season 45. But for now, enjoy the rest of what you've got left of your Monday night, and I'll see you next time when I see you, folks. Take care.